I wanted to go all the way back a little bit to what you offered about the piece where if you just slow down enough, and it does take more time, and then get the input that you need to build the policy or build the procedure, that takes longer, but then you have more of a chance of catching the things you need to catch to really build an inclusive and equitable way of doing things. Mm-hmm. In consulting, I get to see how much longer it takes to undo something than when you slow down at the beginning. So that's just like an offer that if it's something that you really care about, if you really care about building a culture of equity within your work and how you are out in the world and your mission, like from here on out, there's a lot of examining and undoing that has to be done. But if you slow down the process moving forward, you don't have to keep going back and undoing as much of the work, right? There's always a re-examining that needs to happen. There's always more learning that needs to happen, and evaluation in your work. But the slowdown is less time than the undo.
Yeah. And it's hard because there are times where just by nature of the work, something has to happen, and you can't always take the time that you want to, but as much as possible, being able to do that and being able to really think through how you're connecting with people and the ways in which you are hearing the voices that need to be heard, it definitely gives you a much better outcome. But it is tough to, we live in a world where there's deadlines, and you can't always process and think things through the way that you want to. But as much as possible, building that into project timelines, and really, even if it takes 3 more months, then like you said, you're not having to untangle all of these problematic things and fix systems. Because often when you are doing that untangling, if you don't do the process right in the first time, a lot of times you don't even start from the beginning. You're just patching a poorly thought out policy or process. So yeah, just doing what you can to do it right in the first place.
And sometimes you can make a small decision or a short decision in the moment to deal with something urgent without setting into place like a larger practice yet, and still can slow down for the longer process and make the if there's an immediate thing that needs to be responded to, you can make a decision with your values and with your agreements, like you're saying, and then work on the longer process. So
yeah, absolutely.